Serial killer Dennis Rader of Wichita, Kansas, USA. Bind, torture, and kill. Dennis Rader would sneak into houses and kill the women and children and tie them up, sexually abuse them, and he was a pervert. He killed 10 people that they know of for sure, Dennis Rader did. I think personally he probably killed between 20 to 30 or 40 people. Dennis Rader was a cruel son of a gun, a bad seed. When he was a kid, he'd kill dogs and cats and small animals, like a lot of serial killers do. Dennis Rader bind, tortured, and killed animals, people, and anything that was a living creature. Dennis Rader was probably a sociopath or a psychopath. Pick one. Both the same. Dennis Rader is doing natural life in prison. He'll die in prison. He killed 10 people that he was convicted of killing, and possibly might have killed 20, 30, 40 people. Who knows? Only Dennis Rader would know. Dennis Rader was like Ted Bundy. Very intelligent, very clever, very smart, but very sneaky. And Dennis Rader had a malignant part of his brain that killed innocent people. Bind, torture, and kill. Dennis Rader enjoyed the suffering of other people. So he'd bind and torture and slowly kill them, strangle them to death. Dennis Rader was a mean son of a gun, a bad guy. Anyhows, just for the heck of it, I wrote Dennis Rader some pen pal letters, but he never wrote me back. Anyhows, it's no loss for me. The reason I wrote him is to see what was in his mind, if anything. Dennis Rader was a cruel son of a gun, a bad guy. Most of his victims were women. Bind, torture, and kill. And molest them or rape them, he also did. He was a weirdo. Dennis Rader was a weirdo, a strange person. He used to bind and torture himself. And he'd hang from ropes and other things that he could hang from. He was a sexual pervert that used to dress up in women's clothing. Dennis Rader was a real creepo. Anyhow, Dennis Rader killed 10 people that they know of for sure and is doing 200 or 300 years in prison. He'll die in prison. Anyhow, Dennis Rader was a sexual pervert that used to take pictures of his victims and himself as trophies. Dennis Rader was a cruel son of a gun, bad guy. Dennis Rader killed 10 people that they know of for sure, possibly 20, 30, 40 people. Who knows? Only Dennis Rader would know. He was sensible. He was in the military at one time. He used to work for animal control in Wichita, Kansas. He held good jobs at his church. I think he was a deacon of his church. But underneath that, Dennis Rader was a sexual pervert who enjoyed inflicting pain on his victims. Bind, torture, and kill. Dennis Rader was a cruel, mean, evil individual. Ruthless. Like I said before, most of his victims were women. He killed 10 victims that he was convicted of for sure, possibly killed 20, 30, 40 people. Dennis Rader was like a Ted Bundy underneath the fancy linen. Please share and subscribe to the Dennis Ramsey YouTube channel. Me, world famous Kempful folk artist Dennis Ramsey. I'll gladly do your fine art, folk art, or abstract art paintings for 100 grand a piece. Give me a jingle. 902-365-5044, Kempful, Canada. Dennis Rader, burn in hell is all I got to say. You're an evil individual that killed 10 innocent women and children. Shame on you, Dennis Rader. You're a pathetic parasite. Please share and subscribe to the Dennis Ramsay YouTube channel. Thank you. Like most serial killers, Dennis Rader killed animals, dogs and cats as a kid. Probably killed more than 10 people, Dennis Rader did. They convicted him of 10 murders. Possibly he might have killed 20, 30, 40 people. Who knows? Nobody knows for sure but Dennis Rader. Dennis Rader is serving natural life in prison. He'll die in prison. He'll get out in a pine box, so to prison. Dennis Rader killed innocent women, innocent children, and men. A cruel, bad individual. Dennis Rader was a sexual pervert, weirdo, and enjoyed inflicting pain on living creatures. A bad individual. Dennis Rader was probably a sociopath or a psychopath, and a poor excuse for a human being. I rate him a 0 on the Richter scale. A 0 out of 10, Dennis Rader. Anyhow, he has no remorse, and he shows no empathy towards the families of the loved ones he killed. Shame on you, Dennis Rader. Boo. Please share and subscribe to the Dennis Ramsay YouTube channel. Thank you. Have a nice day. Peace out.